Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I go over all things related to living in Calgary. Today, I wanted to talk about the reason why I'm actually in Calgary. So if you don't know, I'm actually from Vancouver, British Columbia, and I moved here approximately 3 years ago, and I'm gonna be going over the reasons why I decided to make that move. And hopefully if you're in a similar situation and you've been considering it, this will help to give you some clarity and help you to understand if this really is the best decision for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'd say the first reason was probably because of my relationship. I had a long-term boyfriend that I was seeing, and we met while I was in university, and we had been doing distance for a while because he was from Calgary and I was from Vancouver. So that was the first reason that I wanted to move, is because I wanted to be closer to him and start building a life together. Second reason is me and my partner were actually really interested in real estate investing. We fell in love with this real estate investing podcast called Bigger Pockets, and we knew that financially that was something we really wanted to do and we really wanted to explore more of. Now, as you know, home prices in Vancouver are very high, and it made our goal of real estate investing seem really unobtainable. So the logical thing for us to do next was to look at home prices in Calgary. Now, when we looked at Calgary in comparison to Vancouver, we realized that it was a no-brainer, especially with where we were predicting the Calgary market to go. And since buying our first property, it's gone up a lot, so it was definitely the right decision. The other reason we decided to move to Calgary instead of staying in Vancouver is because there was no land transfer tax when purchasing a property. Now, this was really huge because land transfer tax could end up costing you tens of thousands of dollars. So this made home buying seem way more realistic. The third reason I wanted to move to Calgary instead of staying in Vancouver is because I thought it would be a better place to build wealth while we were still young. Calgary has no provincial sales tax. It only has a 5% goods and services tax. Now, coming from a place like Vancouver where you have a 7% provincial sales tax, this was huge because if you actually add up all of your purchases, you realize that you're getting taxed quite a lot on anything that you purchase. So 5% versus a total of 12%, that was also a no-brainer on why Calgary was financially the smarter decision. Now, the fourth reason I decided to move was because Calgary had something called a ring road. A ring road is a network system of highways that allows you to get from point A to point B really fast and really efficiently. Coming from a place like Vancouver where you're always surrounded by super congested and heavy traffic and it takes you way too long to get to any place, this was a huge selling factor for me. In my opinion, this makes Calgary super easy to maneuver around and you never feel like places are too far. Now, the fifth reason I decided to move is because the people in Calgary are really nice. Calgary was actually voted the friendliest city in the world, and I'm honestly not surprised by that at all. You'll always have random people sparking up conversations with you, and they're really nice and super open, and they make you feel really welcome to the city. Now, the final reason I decided to move is because Calgary is such a sunny city. Now, this may not sound like a big deal, but coming from a place like Vancouver where it's always raining and always really dark outside, it starts to make you feel like that's bringing your mood and productivity down. I know what people are going to say. They're going to say that Calgary is really cold and it snows a lot, and I'm absolutely not denying that. But the thing about Calgary is that it's always sunny and bright outside, and that can really make you feel way better and more productive, and it just brings you up into a better mood. So overall, 3 years later, I don't regret my decision to move whatsoever. I'm in the best financial place that I've ever been. I have a ton of new friends, and I feel like my mood is always better here than it ever was in Vancouver. The one thing I will recommend is do make sure you travel out to Calgary and get a feel of it for your own so that you can make the best decision possible for you and for your own situation. That's the end of this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Calgary or real estate related content, and I'll have all of my social media linked down below, so feel free to give it a follow.